you. I would like to welcome you all in this evening session, Investment of the Week. In this particular session, we bring you the best investment out there in the market for that particular week. The objective of this show is to educate our clients, educate the viewers, and bring them the information about the latest as well as the best projects out there into the market so that you can make an informed decision, because I personally feel real estate investment is one of the best way for us to make money in this country. I am a live example in front of you. I learned this aspect in early stage of my career in this country, and I always tell people in this country, in Canada especially, if you want to be financially independent, you definitely need to learn how to invest in real estate, because this is the best way and this is one of the safest way to invest money, to get a good return on your investment, and to become financially independent. So I'm pretty sure you all might be liking this Thursday session as well. And I would love to see some feedback from all of you, whosoever are joining us. Please don't hesitate to share some feedback so that we can make this better and better every single day for you. And you all know I bring some of the most energetic team members from Team Save Max. Uh, these young entrepreneurs, they really work very hard and make sure they do all the research, all the analysis, and present the information in a very professional and very easy way in front of you. And it really helps lot many people to make an informed decision about these investments. So, and also I always encourage you guys to ask as many questions as you can, because we want to make this session interactive and informative, and that is possible only when the viewers participate into this. So if you are watching today's show, please don't hesitate to share your feedback, ask questions, and give some word of encouragements if you really like the session, or if you feel it is of some benefit to you. So I would also like to bring on board uh, none other than our very energetic team member, Lashika Katyal. She always works hard to make sure she brings you the best investment of the week. Lashika, I was before I brought you in, I was actually trying to explain the advantage, the beauty of the real estate investment, because this is the way to become financially independent, especially in Canada. Uh,
Mhm.
and I think this is one of the safest way. What's your thought about it? Like, in early age, you also started doing some investments, and I know you are actively working on your financial freedom through this way as well. So, what's your personal thought onto it?
Hello, everyone. First of all, thank you, Mr. Raman, for such a nice welcome. Thank you for all the viewers who every week actually join our session. So, Mr. Raman, as far as I've seen in the last 10 years of being associated with real estate industry with SafeMax, I think getting into real estate investments has been one of the safest and the fastest way of making money, I would say. If I have to, start thinking of saving 100,000 with jobs, with daily expenses, I'm not sure how long it will take me to do that. So, but if I have, the moment I have 15, 20, 30K saved up, I really want to get into some sort of investment property, whether it's a small condo, whether it's something very, very exclusive, something luxury in downtown Toronto, or something in outskirts, wherever I can fit myself at that point of time with that much money. I really want to get into that. And that's exactly what I've been doing. I've been lucky enough because I had you as a mentor. So you guided us at the right time. We invested at the right time. I think my first investment was when I wasn't even a PR. I was just on a work permit. I barely started working, and that's when you told me, no, you should definitely do it. And that was the initial start. And today I can say I am truly blessed.
That's great. So I'm pretty sure, as we do it every week, this week also you have something interesting
Yes.
for our viewers to share with them.
I
And
would say, I would say this week we just don't have something interesting. We have something that actually fits. How should I say this? This is something that everybody can afford. Let's put it that way.
I
Sometimes we see a lot of viewers, listeners who are confused because the price point is something that's a bit concerning for them. But today, the opportunity we have, anybody can and everybody can afford to get into this kind of investment.
perfect, perfect. So without wasting, why don't we steer the viewers in the right direction and share the investment of the week? So, Lashika, would you like to take the lead?
Absolutely. So, once again, welcome everybody to the investment show, which we bring to you every Thursday, where we try to educate you and bring you the right and the best investment opportunities. As we always discuss, it is very important. That's why I never take this slide out of my slideshows. So it's very important you plan and you find the right project for you. And once you find it, please make sure get into it right away, invest, calculate your returns, and always be very mindful of what is the right time to enter, what is the right time to buy, and then what is the right time to sell. Let's go to the next slide, Mr. Raman. Okay, the last week we discussed how to select the right project for you. Make sure many of you did actually give us a call, discuss with me, and I'm glad. I was glad to hear the feedback that this session is becoming helpful to more and more of you. So anytime you're ready to invest, there are so many opportunities here, as you can see on the screens. We have Mississauga, Vaughan, Brampton, every single city we can possibly think of, Niagara Falls, Kitchener, Waterloo. There are opportunities everywhere, but the key points to consider is what is the best investment for you, what suits your particular portfolio the most. You definitely have to be careful of the transportation. Make sure whenever you're investing, either you have good transportation system at your walking distance, or you have some sort of features like a great university, some colleges, so you always have rental potential with your investment property associated. Always keep an eye on what is the future projection of the city. You want to make sure that whichever city you're getting into is developing, there's a lot of growth that the government, that the city has in plans for. Always do calculate per square feet price to make sure. This is just to keep yourself aware of what is happening in the market. What did you buy at, and what are the possibilities that when you're selling it, what is the price you can anticipate? And builder rating is very, very important. You want to make sure when you're working, you are working with good builders who have very, very strong stability out into the market, whose financial situation is strong enough that the promises that they are making you today, they can definitely fulfill them on time. And the last and the most important, your peace of mind. Make sure when you are thinking of investing, you're actually ready, because if you keep thinking, you'll just keep losing money because the prices are going up every day. So today, as I was saying, the project we're talking about is something everybody can afford. We're talking about the city of Brantford. It is a very, very good opportunity for everybody who was thinking of doing an investment but wanted to buy something at a low price point, yet get a very, very good and upcoming city, get a very good location. So if you guys want to do a little bit research, you will see that Brantford has been ranked #1 in terms of investing into real estate into the city. There's a lot of growth potential because of Wilfrid Laurier University campuses, and then Conestoga College has a campus there. So these two big names, because they are associated with Brantford, you have a very, very good chances of investing there and making good money out of it. If you just see on the screen, there are some major industry employers that are also situated in Brantford. For example, Adidas, for example, Costco, for example, Tiger Cat. So it's a very good growth potential city. If we go to the next slide. So when I see the screen, okay, perfect. So this is the building which you are seeing in the building. It's as beautiful as it can get, and this is phase 2 we're talking about. Phase one was done previously initial years, and it was a great success. We started selling sometime in 2019 and 2020, and it was a huge success. The moment units were released by the builder, they were selling like hotcakes because of the price point here. Anybody and everybody can afford. Now we're on to the second phase, which is again, this is part of a master plan community where there will be future phases as well, future condo buildings as well. So if you didn't get a chance to get yourself into phase one, this will be a very good opportunity. So if any one of you wanted to ask me why we should get into Grand Bell 2, again, this is coming at the intersection of Erie Avenue and Clarence Street South. Again, very, very prime location of Brantford, if somebody's aware of, if you drive around. It's about a 2-minute to 3-minute drive or a 12-minute walk to the campus of Wilfrid Laurier University. If you want to talk about Conestoga College, which is also just at your walking distance, which is situated on the Colborne Street. Wilfrid Laurier is on George Street, which is just walking distance from Erie Street or Clarence Street South, if you see. So just being at walking distance of Wilfrid campus as well as Conestoga campus, you'll have a great rental potential, whether you look at students, teachers, professors, everybody can easily access, and everybody would love to live in this brand new building because they have very easy access to these university campuses. Moving on to the next, you're very closely situated to the highway and transit options as well. These are some kind of views which you will get here. It's a beautiful city with some nice nature views at your walking distance, at your doorstep. So some facts about the building. As you can see on the screen, one building you'll see it's completely built. We're talking about Grand Bell 2, which is highlighted in white. And the other blocks which you see empty, they're all future releases, which we will be bringing to you in near future. For this particular building, the prices are starting only from 300s. This is why I was saying that it is easily affordable to anybody who's looking to invest but has a lower budget in mind. You do not want to put all your money into one investment, you want to do smaller investments, this could be a very good option for you because the prices are starting only from the 300s. Occupancy, we're looking for summer of 2023 to early 2024. So you have a good timeline to pay the deposit, which has not been released yet. This is actually the right time when you want to make sure we have your information. So as soon as the building is launched, we can get you the unit. By this weekend, everything will be released. The project will be launched. But if you call me at that time, trust me, I'm going to tell you, sorry, you're late. Because of the price point, because anybody can buy in here, you have to make sure you're really proactive. You have given us all your information. We are ready with all your forms. The moment units are released, we give you a call. It's a yes or no at that point of time, which is very, very quick because this investment opportunity doesn't come that often. So this is 18-story building with only 222 units. That is another reason why you need to be really proactive. There are only 222 units in this building, which you really want to get your hands on. And out of those, only a very few will be the ones which will be in the 300 price point. But even if you want to go for a very good, decent size unit, which is a 1+ den with 2 bath, which would possibly be in the 400s range, this is not something that you'll find on a daily basis. So it's an 18-story building with 222 units on 33 Erie Avenue in Brantford. The intersection is Erie Avenue and Clarence Street South. The units here are starting from 432 square feet, and you have all the way up to almost 900 square feet of units. The developer, which is very important as we just discussed, if you want to do some research, it's Lakeview Developments, very solid, very good. They have built a lot of buildings, so you can be rest assured that your money is going into safe hands. If we talk about the features and finishes of the building, Lakeview has taken a lot into consideration. Usually, you will see some of the features that are listed on the screen. Usually, you see that these are part of upgrades, but all of this is added into your regular purchase. You don't have to pay anything additional to have 9-feet ceilings or to have modern co-work spaces, or to have the stackable washer and dryer, stainless steel kitchen appliances. Everything is a part of your purchase, including the stone countertops, natural wall paint, elegant lobby. Everything is just the basic that you have in the building, and you have the options of upgrading it to further more upgrades amenities as well. These are some of the area amenities which you can see, which you have very closely situated to the building, whether we talk about the museum and national historic sites, we talk about the parks, we talk about the village, we talk about the Brantford's famous farmers market. Everything is at your walking distance along with the university campuses for Wilfray and Conestoga College. As I was saying, we are about to release this project this weekend. That's when you will see the exact deposit structure and the exact prices. But at that very moment, it will be a very quick yes or no you would have to make. So if you want to if you want to put your hands into this investment, you have time today and tomorrow where you have to make sure that you're contacting us and you're giving us your information. So we are completely ready to submit your worksheet to the builder so that you don't have to wait in line. Again, this is coming in Brantford. It's an 18-story building. There are only 222 units. It is walking distance to Wilfray Laurier campus and Conestoga College campus. Starting price is only 300, and I'm pretty sure you will be amazed to see the deposit structure here as well. The occupancy is for late 2023 to early 2024. You will have assignment option definitely in here. I'm not sure if you'll be able to get free assignment or there will be a little bit price to it. But if you're able to get your hands into the initial first couple days, which is the launch day and probably a day after, you will be able to get good advantage of this particular investment opportunity starting only at 300s.
That's great, Lashika ji. Thank you very much for sharing all the information with us. I don't know if I lost you somewhere. I got you here. All right.
So, Ms. Raman, what do you think about Brantford? You recently visited, you had a couple trips there, you went there, check out the site and everything, you met the builders. What do you think about this development?
So, Lashika, as I always say, like every investment does not fit and suit to everybody, but there are few investment which actually suits to a lot of people. This is one of that project because of its, I would say, the price point, the way the pricing on this particular project is like it's starting from low 300, which is again like it fits into everybody's budget. So the reach is a little bit broader for this project. Either it is an end user or it is an investor. So that is one of a very big advantage for this particular project that I personally see. Of course, on top of it, the other things like the way the amenities are, and especially like the location, like it's in the very close proximity of all the educational institute, which I think is an very very important factor as well. So personally, I would say this could be one of the best investment for those end users or the first time investors. I would say like they can start their investment journey from these kind of projects where it's not too much of the money which they are investing, and it's a safe investment. Brantford, like we shared the stats. uh, I am very optimistic about this city's future. The way things are growing in Brantford, the way real estate prices are going up, and the rental value is increasing over there. So all those are very good aspects, which I'm pretty sure is going to bring the best value for our buyers, for our investors into this particular project, Rashika.
Absolutely. And I also have a question for you, Mr. Raman. Usually, we have seen that some of the clients they are a bit upset. By the time they actually see the price list, they need some time to think about it. By the time they make a decision that they want to invest, it's late for them. And that by the time we tell them, sorry, either the prices are changed or either you don't have access anymore. You lost the time, and there were the building had a lot of units available. Now builder has stopped selling. So how do some clients can save themselves? They are not comfortable submitting worksheets before they see the price list, but by the time they wait for the price list, they're already late.
Lashika, this thing I always recommend to clients. Many times, what happens is people they want to uh, make a particular investment, but they just keep thinking. They are hesitant to approach the right resource, and guys. it is not going to happen just by sitting at home. Of course, you have to come out, you have to ask the question, you have to approach people to get the right information, and only then it can happen. So it is very, very important for anybody and everybody to understand this aspect of the investment, that these investments, if the more you delay, the more you lose. Simple as that. So this is one thing I learned in real estate from my dad. Real estate is expensive only the day you buy. Next day, you will feel it was cheap, right? Until you buy, it is expensive. But here in this particular project, I think even this thing cannot be said, because the price point for this project is very, very nominal. And as I said, either it is the first time buyer or it is the first time investor. It is a wonderful opportunity for them. Of course, we'll be getting more details about it. Either it is the deposit structure or the price point, but there is a starting price point for this, which is like low 300s, which in my opinion is a very good start for anybody who wants to start their journey as an investor in real estate industry. And real estate, I personally feel, is the best investment where there's a very low risk of making any loss. Very low risk. It is not like share market. Share market, yes, sometimes you make money. Majority of the time you lose money. But in real estate, you always make money, as long as you are an investor, not a speculator.
And also, Mr. Raman, I'll say if you want to save yourself from a situation of not able to get the unit on time, you have a lot of information. If you start searching the project, even on Google, let's say if you sit with me, I'll definitely give you all the information. But even if you want to do some due diligence on by yourself, you can check out Grand Bell Tower 1. You can check out where the site is situated. You can see the transportation system. You can Google how far Belfray Laurier is from there. You can Google how far Conestoga is from there. The only thing that you would not have in your hand is the exact price of the unit, which is what we will call you for. And once we have all your information, we're going to give you a call. And it's your investment property. You necessarily don't want to go too much. I don't mind you going into too much, but I don't think if you really want to spend time on seeing which floor plan is better. Is the kitchen better on the left-hand side or the kitchen better on the right-hand side? It's all numbers that should make sense at the end of the day. So you have to really give us a number. Okay, do you want to spend something around 350s, in between 350 to 400? You want to spend in between 475 to 500. Based on that, we will submit your request to the builder and try to get you a unit within that range. Of course, if you're going to send, okay, I want model A on 12th floor, there are very less chances that, yes, I'm going to call you back and say you have model A on 12th floor. I might have model A for you, but on the 10th floor or on the 15th floor. So you have to make sure you have that room of flexibility in your mind. So as soon as you're contacted, you're able to make a decision. And then to review the agreement, to make sure you have done your due diligence from your side, you have full 10 days. I always recommend, don't think when we're actually having the unit for you in hand. Take the unit, then take your time, review the agreement, discuss it with your lawyer, discuss it with your accountant, discuss with us as many times as you want during the 10 days. That way you're not losing the price that we can get you on day one.
Yeah, absolutely. And Lashika, one more thing I want to ask you, like you were talking about the assignment clause and all that stuff. So how is this thing going to work in this Grand Bell project?
Yes, Mr. Raman, I'm very much positive. We're not supposed to disclose a lot of details yet before the builder officially launches it, but I'm very much positive that we have really good assignment options here that will be a part of the incentives that the builder is going to release. So let's say somebody is booking it today, and by the time we are in 2023, the universities, the colleges, everything is up and running. We are hopefully out of this pandemic situation, and you do not want to close it. You just want to find a buyer and sell it to them. It'll be a very good opportunity because once the university opens, a lot of people would want to have residence very close to the university. And at that time, they don't want to get into something where they have to wait 2 to 3 years for that. And since the unit you have invested into is about to close in about 3 to 6 months, you'll very easily find a buyer. And let's say you don't sell it on assignment, you want to rent it out, you'll have really good rental opportunities at that time as well.
Absolutely. Thank you, Lashika, for sharing all the information. And I'm pretty sure this is a good investment for the week. So I would really appreciate all the viewers for their time and they joining us. So, is there anything else you would like to convey a message, or how people should book if they are interested to book the unit? What they should do?
Yes, I wanted to say, please for this weekend, keep an eye out on all our social media channels, on all our social media pages. As soon as the deposit structure and the price list and the floor plans are released, I will be coming online. I will be sharing all this information through social media to you guys. We'll also be sending out emails as soon as the prices or any more information is launched for this project. So if you haven't registered with us yet, please go visit safemax.ca. Just register yourself there so you're not losing any information about any pre-construction that is happening. But especially for this grand build too, if you want to buy something in the 300s or the 400 price range, make sure you follow us on all the social media and keep an eye out on my pages. We'll be sharing a lot of information there.
Perfect, perfect. That's great, Lashika. Thank you very much for joining us today and sharing all the information. And thank you, all the viewers, for participating in today's session. Of course, we will keep putting our best efforts to ensure that we bring the best of the investments for the week. Thank you very much and have an amazing day.